Shabbos Daf Pei Tes, we're continuing with the beautiful Agata Gemara. Reb Shimon Levi said a number of statements. After Moshe Rabbeinu came down with the Torah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu made sure that the Yetzer Hara was occupied and didn't realize that it was given, and the Yetzer Hara suddenly realized that it's not in Shemayim. He says, Rebbeinu Shalom, where's the Torah? He says, I gave it to the earth. He goes down and he asks the earth, where is it? I don't know. He goes to the ocean, to the Tahaim, to the depths, the Gehenim. Nobody knows where it is. He goes back to Rebbeinu Shalom. I searched everywhere. He says, I gave it to Ben Amram. We know Amram is one of the 4 tzaddikim that never sinned. I gave it to his son. The Yitzhar goes to Moshe Rabbeinu and says, where's the Torah? Moshe looks at him. He says, you think I'm worthy to have the Torah? I don't know what you're talking about. Rebbeinu Shalom heard this. He says, Moshe Badoyata, you're saying a lie? He says, Moshe Rabbeinu, you delight with the Torah every day. You have a chemda gnuza, coveted, beautiful Torah. You think I'm worthy of having the Torah? Rebbeinu Shalom says, since you put yourself down like that, I'm going to name the Torah after you. Zichru Torahs Moshe Avdi. At a certain point when Moshe Rabbeinu was in Shemayim, he noticed that the Rebbeinu Shalom was writing ksarim, crowns, like we have tagim, shatnez gats, little tagim on top of the letters. And he asked the Rebbeinu Shalom, what is that? There's a whole Gemara Menachas. But the Rebbeinu Shalom tells Moshe Rabbeinu, why don't you say hello to me? It's derech eretz to say hello to somebody. He says, Moshe Rabbeinu, it's not derech eretz for a servant to say to the master, hello. The Gemara tells us, when it says in the pasuk, Vayara ha'am ki boishesh Moshe, Lavai. Moshe Rabbeinu was delayed in his coming down from the mountain. That's why Klal Yisrael were choytech et ha'egel. Says the Gemara, boishesh is a lashon of bo sheish. The 6th hour of the day, noon came and went, and Moshe Rabbeinu didn't come down. Tells us the Gemara the story. The Yetzer Hara first asked Klal Yisrael, where's Moshe Rabbeinu? Now Moshe told Klal Yisrael he's going to come down after 40 days. What he meant was Shivasa B'Tammuz. Klal Yisrael thought he meant a day earlier. And the Yetzer Hara made an irvuv in the world, dark, like clouds, and he confused Klal Yisrael. And he says, where's your Rebbe? They didn't listen to him. He's dead. They didn't listen to him. And finally he showed them a depiction of Moshe as if he's dead. And then they realized that perhaps he's not coming back. Rav Kahana says that the word Sinai perhaps means that Nisim happened to Klal Yisrael. That doesn't really fit into the word Sinai. The Gemara says Siman Tov doesn't fit in. So the Gemara says, what does Sinai mean? That's the mountain that caused Sinah to the nations. Once we got the Torah and they didn't, there's Sinah to Klal Yisrael. We see the same thing about Rabbi Yosef Chanina. He says there were 5 names in the Midbar, 5 different locations in the one Midbar. One is called Midbar Tzin. That's where the Tzivoy, that's where the commandments of the Torah were given to Klal Yisrael. Midbar Kadesh. Klal Yisrael became Kadesh. Kedmos is where the Torah that was there before the world existed was given. Number 4 is Paran. Sheparu v'ravu. After they separated from their wives, Shuv lachem lahaleichem, go back. And Rashi says that every woman became pregnant with a ben zachar. And finally, Sinai, Sinat, from the Goyim to the Yidden. One man says the name is Sinai, but we call it Chayrev. And one man says it's Chayrev, but we call it Sinai. And Chayrev is a lashon of Churva, of destruction to the Goyim. The pasuk says, L'chuna v'nivachacha yom Hashem, im yuchat ha'echem kashanim kashel yalbinu. What's the lashon? L'chuna v'nivachacha. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is telling Klal Yisrael, go and be rebuked. Maybe it should be come and be rebuked. Explains the Gemara, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is telling Klal Yisrael, go to Avram, to your forefathers, and get rebuke, get techacha. So Klal Yisrael tells Rebbeinu Shalom, why should we go to Avram? Avram heard that we're going to be in slavery for 400 years and he didn't daven for us. Yitzchak gave the brachas to Esav and he didn't daven for us. Yaakov knew about the 4 Goliaths and he didn't daven for us. We want you, we want rebuke from you. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, if you want rebuke from me, if your sins will be red, kashel yalbinu, then I'll whiten them like snow. The Gemara tells us an amazing thing. HaKadosh Baruch Hu went to Avram and said, what should I do with your sons? They sinned. And Avram said something incredible, hard to understand. Yimachu al kiddush Shemecha. Wipe them off the face of earth. They deserve to die. Al kiddush Hashem. People should know that if you do an Aveira, that's what happens. HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't like that. He said, maybe I'll get a better answer from Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov Avinu repeated the same thing until he came to Yitzchak. Yitzchak was our best defense lawyer, and he told the Rebbeinu Shalom, he says, a person lives for 70 years. The first 20 years, you can't give him an einish, as is brought down. This is the site of, until 20, you don't get an einish. You see it in different places in the Torah. 25 years out of the 50, people are sleeping. So now we're left with 25 years. Out of the 25 years, 12 and a half, you have to do your personal things like davening and eating and going to the bathroom. So you're left with 12 and a half years. Either you or Rebbeinu Shalom take on the responsibility of 12 and a half years, or split it 50-50. But even if we split it 50-50, I, Yitzchak, I was makriv myself by the Akedah, I deserve a little bit of credit. And that credit should go towards Klal Yisrael. Says the Gemara, Klal Yisrael started calling Yitzchak Avinu Ata, you're our father. Yitzchak says, no. I want to show you, point out, that's the Rebbeinu Shalom. Ki Ata Avinu. Ata Hashem Avinu Ge'aleinu Ma'olam Shemecha. You HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you are Hashem. Says Rabbi Yochanan, Yaakov Avinu, when he went down to Mitzrayim, he should have gone down with Shalshol Shel Barzel, like a prisoner in metal chains. But because of his chos saved him, he didn't have to. And now we are back to Masechta Shabbos. Says the Mishnah, what is the amount of wood that one takes out into Rosh Hashanah, to another domain, and he's chayiv? When it comes to wood, we had it already when it comes to reeds. When it comes to wood, it's the amount of wood that it takes to cook up the easiest egg to cook, which is a chicken egg, and the amount would be a gregeres, size of a dried fig. This is the fact that we learned the same halacha by a reed, and that is because by reed, you can't do anything with a reed. But with wood, you still could do, you can make teeth for a key, for a lock, and even so that you can make a key for a lock, the shear is the shear of bishul, of food, of a gregeres. What's the shear of spices enough to spice this easy egg, this chicken egg? Two different spices can combine with each other as long as they are all from the same category. They're all there to sweeten or to salt the food, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.